Hello, my name is Melissa Flores and these are my islands. My islands include creative or creativity. I have empathy island as well as curious island. So to go more in depth with them, for creative island, I drew a sewing machine, a thread and needle, my iPad with my pencil, a paintbrush, and a paint palette as well as a cloud. Reason why I would say I drew all these things is because I love being creative. I love making new things. I love thinking of new ideas. And I would say that I have a really big imagination. And I really wanted to capture that just based on things that I physically do in order to bring out my creative side and my imaginative side. As a teacher, this would help me because I'm able to show students that no matter what, they can create anything out of nothing. And I want them to know that they're going to be in a world where people are going to put them down, that they're not good enough, but anything that they do is going to be creative, it's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be good enough for anybody. The next one that I want to talk about is Empathy Island, which is right here. I drew myself and my dog. Reason why I did this is because I love animals. I love caring for animals, and I love anything about my animals. So I really wanted to capture that by showing my love and dedication that I have for my animals and how much I love them. As a teacher, I know this is very important because I want my students to feel loved and happy in my classroom. I want them to know that their classroom is a safe place for them to be, and they are open, their hearts are open to whatever, and I want them to feel happy. So that's how I would relate it to my teacher side. And lastly, sorry, it's a little further down, is Curious Island. So one thing about me is I would say I'm almost like Curious George. I love not trying new things, but I love experimenting. I love seeing, well, what happens if I do this and I put this together? Or why is this the way it is? I'm always questioning things, and especially about how things are made or creative, or why we do things for certain ways. So to represent that, I did a magnifying glass, kind of like Blue's Clues. And I did paw prints because I love animals. So I didn't want to do footprints. So I wanted to show my curious side. You know, I love the mystery of things and being able to investigate them and figure out how things work or how I can turn it into something completely different. I'm always wondering. I'd say I'm a wanderer, if that makes sense. So for Curious Island, I drew a magnifying glass, and it's looking at clues, kind of like a mystery. And another thing about me is I love mystery, especially murder mystery shows. So I kind of wanted to show my curious side by being able to tell the story that I love to find things out and see what happens when I try this, or what happens when I try this instead, or what happens if I do a little of this instead of a little of that. So this is just an overall of my personality. So thank you.